the upcoming Prague Pros and a good lineup. We got 3 potential winners going into that show. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We should have a competitive lineup going into the Prague Pro. We got 5 names that everybody should be familiar with. I do expect them to be the top 5. Samson Dauda, Michael Kriso, Martin Fitzwater, Keone Pearson, and James Hollingshead. I think we're going to see a battle between 3 of them for the win. Who's going to be those 3 and who might end up being the last man standing? Samson Dauda should be the favorite on paper. After all, he's a former Mr. Olympia. Problem is, we saw him at the Olympia, what he brought to the stage. It was a downsized version of Samson, maybe about 20 pounds less than he was when he was on stage for last year's Olympia. A downsized version with conditioning that wasn't any better. So he sacrificed all that size with no real improvement on his conditioning. It hurt him. You see, he went from champion down to 4th place. He's saying that he's up about 20 pounds now. Problem was he was a big man and his body, he needs more time to fill up, fill out. And didn't have enough time. So he's on going on a stage at Prague to prove a point. Problem is his lack of size from last year to this year, that he lost muscle tissue. He's up 20 pounds, it's not 20 pounds of muscle. By the time he ends up bringing it in, stepping on stage, it might not work out very well for him. Like I said, on paper, he should be a favorite, but considering, and then we got the next person, Martin Fitzwater, who placed 5th behind Samson's 4th, and many people that were there, many people watching it on their live streams, and people in the industry thought that Martin could have very easily beaten Samson at that show. Martin, if he brings in, I don't think Samson will be bringing in a better package than he did at the Olympia. I don't think it's, at the end of the day, it's going to be much different, if any. Martin brings in a package like he brought into the Olympia. We saw what happened last year. Martin is the defending Prague Pro champion. He beat, questionable to some people, Chris Bumstead for the title. Didn't bring in quite the same package he brought to the Olympia. And Martin brings in his Olympia package this year, or even an improved package. He could potentially win this show. He has a very good chance of winning. He beat Samson in the eyes of many at the Olympia. Martin still has some to risk. He has the status of fifth best bodybuilder in the world. What if someone like Keone Pearson comes along and beats everybody? Wow, what a blowout would probably be to Samson. But we've seen the two of them step on stage together at the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing. An off-season Samson and an off-season Keone. And Keone held his own, to say the very least. Keone, he had a little mishap at the Olympia. Brought in a much better package to finals than he did at prejudging. Afterwards, he spoke about it. I forget what he said was the issue, but I do remember saying to myself when I was listening to it, it makes sense. Keone Pearson, we see that Keone Pearson that we saw about a week or so before the Olympia, weighing about 218, 220 pounds. That Keone steps on the stage, I don't care who he's standing next to, he'd be a very, very dangerous Keone Pearson. Keone Pearson, yes, he can definitely win this show. As far as comparing with Martin is not overwhelmingly bigger than him. Martin, yes, is bigger than him, but not like a Samson. But when you compare a Keone to Samson, for all his gifts, does not have quite the same gifts as a Keone. And Keone, we know, can bring the conditioning, and it's really up in the air what Samson is going to look like when he steps on stage for the Prague Pro. I think it's a mistake for him. I did a lot of talking for this one. At the end of the day, I think we're going to have a really competitive and interesting top three comparison between Samson Dauda, Keone Pearson, and Martin Fitzwater. At the end of the day, Samson Dauda has the most to lose, and Keone Pearson really has nothing to lose at all. Whether he beats one or both of these guys or beats none of them. Okay, you can agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.